Hey, sorry I didn't make one of these yesterday. I came home from school and um, we had my uncle over, and he rarely comes over or whatever. And so my mom was drinking, and she let me drink with her. So I wasn't really in the. I didn't want to make one of these and then say something and then regret it. And yeah, so I didn't make one. But I don't know. I'm not gonna drink anymore because supposedly I called my ex-boyfriend Michael, and we dated for 4 years. Um, and yeah, we did it for a really long time. And supposedly I called him and told him all about Kyle. Like, he already knew about Kyle, but like, um, I told him how like I might go there, and like I didn't even remember talking about him. I don't even remember dialing the phone. Like, when I got to school today, Michael told me everything that I said, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, I'm so sorry. And he was like, it's okay. And he pissed me off too because he kept calling me a drunkie, and I was like, what the? I was like, first off, you don't even know me anymore. It's been like 3 years since we've been broken up, and I'm like, you're gonna sit here and call me a drunkie of the? He's only known that I've drank once. This is the only time he's ever known. So the one time you hear me drinking, I'm a drunkie. No, all he does is judges people. That's all he ever does. So I expect that from him, but whatever. But yeah, and then well, oh, okay, I didn't tell y'all. Like, me and Kyle were talking, and we were talking about me going over there and stuff, and he came to the conclusion that if nothing messes anything up between us between now and whenever I have the money, then I'm gonna go. And I'm excited. I don't sound excited, but I'll probably be excited, once I get a job and I'll start saving money and stuff like that. And like, usually you could buy like a one-way ticket or a return, or like get a return ticket too. And like a one-way, I looked at the prices the other day, and like $700, and like a round trip is like 15 or 1600. And I told Carl that I wanted to get a round trip, that way if things don't work out, I'll have like a way out, like I can leave. But then he said no, to buy a one-way ticket, and that um, if it didn't work out, then he would buy my way home, which I trust him, and I think he would. Um, I told my mom that, and she was like, well, what if y'all break up and y'all are, mad at each other? And he's like, I'm not buying your ticket. Then what are you gonna do? And I was like, first off, I don't think Kyle's just not like that. He wouldn't. He doesn't say something and then not go through with it. That's just him. So I wouldn't be okay with that unless I knew, and I do know, because I mean, I don't think he would do that. So, which that saves me a lot of money and less time for me to save up. Instead of saving 15 or 1600, I can only save 600, and I can do that in like a month. And then it'll probably take me a couple months to like plan everything, get it, because I still have to pay. I have to pay for a passport. I have to pay for the actual ticket. And I want to have money to bring theirs. I don't want to go there empty-handed, because Kyle came here with money. And so, I mean, even if I stay like to live there, I still want to bring a little money with me, when I first go. So, um, yeah, so it'll probably take me 2 to 3. I don't think it'll take me 3 months, but I mean, it'll take me a good while to save up all the money that I need, and all that stuff. And I kind of like that, because it gives me, more and more time. I mean, like, not to like think about it, but I mean, like I know that I want to go there and see if it'll work things out. I know that I want to do that, and I know he wants me to come and see what happens or whatever. So that's comforting, knowing that he wants me to go. It's not just me wanting it and then him just agreeing. He like actually wants me to go. He said he missed me. He wants to see me again, and it's gonna be crazy seeing him if I get to. Like, whenever we, like, whenever he was here and like it was his last day, we took him to the airport. Like at first, they told us that his plane had been delayed, so we were like, okay, that's cool. We get to hang out even longer. But then they started talking about he was gonna leave in 5 minutes, and so like our goodbye was like so quick. I just like gave him a hug and like a quick kiss, and then I had to let him go, and he had to leave. And then when he finally got back there in the back where he couldn't come back to where we were at, he found out that his plane was like gonna be 5 hours or something like that delayed. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. He could have been out here with me this entire time, but no, he's in there. And I wasn't allowed to go back there because I didn't have my ID. And he couldn't come back out because I asked. I remember asking, and they said, they were like, no, he's he's in there. He can't come back. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. But what's it called? Fly. Pissing me off. What's it called? Yeah, so like I had to say goodbye to him like literally like through a glass window. Like there was these like revolving doors, and they had like these glass windows in front of it, and to where you could like see the planes go off and stuff like that. And yeah, it really sucked saying goodbye to him. So, and it was hard like going back to the same airport that I picked him up from, and just it was really hard to leave. I cried like the entire way home. So it wasn't a good goodbye, I don't think, in my opinion. So I don't know. I think that I'm ready to do it all over again, and hopefully this time it be better and it work out. And I think it will be. And I'm hoping that it will be. So I don't know. And I told my mom, like I wasn't gonna tell my mom until I told myself that I wasn't gonna tell her till after I graduated. But yesterday I'm just like an emotional drinker, so I get a little bit of alcohol in me and I start spilling my guts. So I tell her, she freaks out at first. So I was like, Mom, I was like it might not even happen. And I was like, I was like, me and Kyle are both not going to try to mess anything up between now and then. And I was like, but even if I do end up going, it's not going to be until a while. Like probably the middle of summer, or even not even summer. It might, I don't know when it's going to be. And she's sitting here freaking out like I'm leaving tomorrow. And I'm like, dude, calm down. So I told her about it, and surprisingly, she was okay with it. I mean, she wasn't okay with it, but I told her, I was like, I just want you to be happy for me. And I was like, I'd be able to talk to you every day. And that's what mainly she was worried about. She's like, you're going to go and you're going to never come back. And I was like, regardless, if I go to live there, I'm going to come back and visit. I was like, obviously, if I live there, I'm going to get a job, or I'm going to do something to have a life there and live there. So, I mean, I'm not just going to depend on Kyle. I'll probably get at my own job, or, do whatever. And just, whatever. And I was like, regardless, I'm not gonna, because I wouldn't be able to live the rest of my life without seeing my family, and I couldn't do that. So I'd obviously come back and, visit or whatever. And she thinks I'm like disappearing off the face of the earth, and she's never gonna see me again. But y'all don't even know my mom. She is a total drama queen, so I kind of expected her to react that way. That's why I wanted to wait till after I graduated, but I don't know. So yeah. Well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna Skype with Kyle, and then I'm gonna hit the sack. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for listening.